Today we're going to be taking a look at a case that I have actually never heard of before, and shout out to one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for recommending this one over to me to review for you guys for the whole channel. I have heard of Zagg a million times before. You know, they make great screen protectors, some cases, and different phone protection devices as well, but I have never heard of the Santa Cruz Snap. So this is a clear case from Zagg, so let's check it out. Now, on the front of it, we have Zagg Santa Cruz Snap Ultra Slim, a little bit of information there. Graphene fortified, compatible with MagSafe, 13 feet / 4 meters of drop protection, and protect with graphene technology. So they're saying that this graphene technology that's in this case is 200 times stronger than stainless steel, and it's harder than diamond. Now, it's really hard for me to believe that something is harder than diamond, as well as being 200 times stronger than steel. I have a feeling this may be a case of the marketing, exaggeration. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not about to sit here and throw this all the way up and drop it and stuff. But either way, let's take a look at the rest of it. Now, here's where it says that the extreme strength graphene is harder than diamond, yet more elastic than rubber, and up to 200 times stronger than stainless steel. I don't know. Judge it for yourself. Now, this case does come in a bunch of different colors. It's going to come in black, which is what we have here, blue, green, magenta, orange, and purple. Now, any of the black color you see here, just substitute that for any of those colors I just listed off, and that's what your case is going to look like. So that way you guys can kind of get an idea of what exactly this will look like. So let's stop rambling about the box and get to the case. Now, you're just going to open it up down here. Nothing too crazy. Very nice, simple packaging from Zagg. And here you just kind of pull this out and you get your case. Nothing else in the box. We'll set that off to the side. And nothing else in this part of the box. But that's pretty much it. And here we go. So here we are looking at the Zagg Santa Cruz Slim. Now, starting off with the back, you do have a very obviously visible MagSafe magnet, and I don't know, this is like super nitpicky. I've never been a huge fan of the cases that actually connect the alignment magnet to the MagSafe ring. I know different accessories are different size, so maybe that's what it helps with, but to me, it just looks a little bit weird, especially because the top of it is sticking up out there. I do wish it was flush with the MagSafe ring, so where it just kind of goes down from the bottom, but that's being super nitpicky. Overall, I have been enjoying using this case. Now, on the back, you do get a little bit of Zagg branding right there on that little camera bump attachment sort of right there, and you do get your camera bump. Now, on the inside, also, same thing, you have your MagSafe and alignment magnets, protect better, and they say it's supposed to help you. I mean, this is super slim. 13 feet of drop protection is also a lot of drop protection. I mean, you can kind of launch this up in the air and have it drop down, and apparently you should be good to go, but like I said, I'm not testing that here. Now, coming along on the insides, it's just this smooth material going all the way around. No real extra shock absorption or anything that I can see, and you do have your buttons. Now, the buttons on here are completely rubber. This is like a rubbery sort of material there. If you guys can see, that does move around a little bit. So those buttons are the same way, and you do have air slits in those. Now, before we put our iPhone in here, let's take our scale and let's weigh it. And we're gonna bring over, just to compare in weight, let me set my scale from pounds and ounces over to grams. And we're gonna bring over the infamous dbrand Ghost case to compare it to this case a little bit. So I know there's a lot of thoughts about this case. We're not going to get into that about this case in this video. If you guys are interested in the dbrand Ghost video that I made, I'll be sure to leave that over here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and just weigh the two. Now, first off, starting with the Zagg, we'll set that down, and we're looking at 45 grams. And just to compare the dbrand Ghost to it, set that down, we're looking at 33 grams. So the Ghost is definitely a little bit lighter. Set that one more time for good measure. There we go, 45, and here we are looking at 33. So the dbrand Ghost is going to be a little bit lighter, but of course you're getting that insane scratching and stuff like that, which, by the way, dbrand has said that they have pretty much fixed that, so look out for their new cases coming out soon. But let's set that off to the side for right now, and let's go ahead and get our black titanium 15 Pro Max in here. So first, let's listen out to that click. Not too much of a click on here because these sides are rubber, but you can rest assured that this is on there very securely. It's comfortably on there, and it's not going to come off if you drop this. Now, taking a look at those corners, nice click, camera. I'm clicking every single button on the keyboard. And decent clicks on the bottom corners. The top corners have a little bit of a better click, but this is on there very, very securely. And looking at the fit, great fit from Zagg. You got to really kind of push that around in order for the sides to be moved, which I love to see that. Same thing with the top and the bottom. Excellent fit onto the case, so that's wonderful. Now, let's look at the sides of the case. Now, on the top of it, you basically just get a completely closed-in top. On the left-hand side, we have our action button, volume up and down, and this really nice grip right there on the side of the case. Now, that is on both sides, and it makes it so it is very comfortable, very grippy to hold. This does not, to me, this is not slippery whatsoever. So, great grip on here. Let's listen to how those buttons sound. Now, first of all, like I said, they do have those air slits in each button. However, these buttons, I do wish they were a little bit more clicky. They're a little bit muffled of a click. Not sticky, but the action button definitely could use a good bit more click. It's almost like a little bit, it's hard to explain. It doesn't give me that satisfying click the way that something, for example, like the D-Brand Ghost did. But you can definitely feel it. It's not going to be accidentally clicked in your pockets or anything like that, so that's good to go. And I just wish these buttons had a little bit more tactility, if that's a word. Is that a word? Somebody let me know down in the comments below. I know you guys are, if that's not a word, you guys are going to really have your way down there. But either way, you know, I do wish these were a little bit more tactile buttons. So that is something I do have to knock this case for a little bit. The buttons are just not where I want them to be, especially for the price point of this case, which we'll get into shortly. Now, moving along to the bottom, we do have our accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice wide open USB Type-C. And let's go ahead and grab our favorite charging cable and plug that in here. And let's see what we're looking like. Let me close that. There we go. We are charging. And you have ample amount of space there in order for your USB Type-C cables to fit in there. So whatever cable you have should not have any issues fitting into the cutout for the USB Type-C cable. So that's always nice to see. And on the right-hand side, we do have that grip, like I mentioned, and it's completely closed in with your power button right there. So how does the case feel in the hand? And it feels really good. This bottom edge is not sharp whatsoever. So if you're someone like me and you hold your case like this, you're good to go. Not sharp at all. The grips really help. A lot of the time, if you have no grip here, forget it. This case is going to be super slippery. But with that Santa Cruz, you do have this grips on the sides there. So I've been using this case for a couple days and no issues whatsoever. It's never slipped out of my hands, anything like that. Now, of course, it's completely clear. It's not a frosted case. So you are going to get those fingerprints that everybody just loves. We know you guys all love those fingerprints. But all you got to do is just take a nice little microfiber towel, and I'm going to go really smoothly because I know you guys like to call me out for how rough I like to clean off the cases. But there you go. Looks just like brand new. It's perfect on here, and it's very easy to get any of those fingerprints off. Now, also one thing I did want to mention is on the bottom, you do have these little legs right there on both sides. So what that's going to do is help prevent your back from getting, the back of the case, I should clarify, from getting scratched up by setting it down on its back. So you should be good to go to set that down on its back, and it shouldn't scratch up the back of it. Again, with those little legs and that camera bump, really helps out with that. And speaking of that camera bump, let's see how that lip is on the camera. And you've got a very nice, proper camera lip. So of course, you can set this down, no issues whatsoever, and it'll be good to go on basically any surface you set this down on. And about that screen lip, I am using a tempered glass screen protector, and we do still get a little bit of a screen lip on there. So that is nice, and you can set this down on its screen and be good to go. So let's go ahead and check out that MagSafe. So let's go ahead and bring over our Apple MagSafe wallet, attach that, there's our animation, and let's see how it's going to go. Now, this case does have the alignment magnet, so it should be good to go with your pocket or purse test. No issues. You can absolutely put this in your pocket, in your purse, in your sling bag. No issues of your MagSafe wallet coming off of there. And like we always know, you know, with these clear back cases, very smooth. A lot of the time, it makes it so the Apple MagSafe wallet or other MagSafe accessories may slide around a little bit, but with the good MagSafe on this case, and But with the good MagSafe on this case, you'll be good to go. And moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack, attach that. There's our charging animation right there. And let's go ahead and give this a little bit of a shake. And, you know, it's not coming off. You're good to go. Very nice, strong MagSafe on this case. No issues with that whatsoever. And this one, of course, you do have to a little bit force it off of the case in order for that to come off. And finally, bringing over our Anker 623. Let's go ahead and check that out. First of all, let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Can give it a little bit of a shake? Just a little bit of a shake. And this will come off, but nobody's shaking their MagSafe stands. And our 360-degree rotation test, let's see, will it fall off? You're good to go with turning it 360 degrees. And of course, we always know if you're using it in portrait mode or if you're using it in landscape mode, you've got no issues whatsoever of this coming off of your MagSafe charger or your car mount. You're good to go. All terrain, you can sit there, kind of shake it around, and it's not coming off. So all in all, do I recommend this case? And the price on this one, we're talking $49.99. So we're looking at 50 bucks. And I was able to get this black one for $34.99. And at the time of shooting this video, the black one is still $34.99 on Amazon. However, the rest of them are the full price, $49.99. And I'll be sure to leave that link down in the description below for this case. You guys know I always put those links. That way you can check it out for yourself. But overall, I do recommend this case. I just wish that a couple of things were different. Number one, super nitpicky. Of course, I want that MagSafe. If you're going to make them to connect, I want it to be nice and even without that alignment magnet just kind of protruding through the MagSafe ring right there. Very nitpicky, but I would like to see that, number one. And number two, I really want these buttons cleaned up a little bit. You know, I want a little bit of a better click. I don't know if you have to switch them to plastic or metal buttons or just give them a little bit more cushioning so it has a nice click to it. But overall, the buttons are kind of, you know, medium. Other than that, everything is good about the case. You've got good MagSafe. You've got that great protection on there, nice grip, and you have the color around the side, so it should not yellow. Now, if you guys have had any experience with this case before, especially with yellowing, let me know down below. But this case should not yellow because of the black sides or the colored sides, whatever color you decide to get. It should not yellow, at least around the sides. Good grip, good MagSafe, nice protection for your camera, for your screen, good open USB-C port. It's a great case, definitely for 50 bucks, and especially if you can get it for that $34.99. I would say go ahead and pick one of these up. And make sure you guys let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're interested in that D-Brand Ghost, I'll leave that video right there.